show you the articulation. It's pretty good on this figure. Not the best, of course. You'd think that it would be, but it's not very good. Okay, so this is as far in as his legs go this way. That's about as far out as they go. You can bend his knee back to about right there. You can't bend it forward. You can rotate it around 360, like so, at the knee. And you could just barely move his foot up and down. No no articulation at his waist. His arms go up about like that way because of the pads get in the way. Otherwise, they'd be all the way up to the top. Go forward about that much due to the pads, and they could go back about that much due to the pads. They can bend at the elbow, rotate at the shoulder, like so, 360, and rotate at the elbow like so. So you can twist his arm around. So it does a complete 360. Same on the other side, up, forward, back, bends, you know. He has a ball joint head, but it's kind of really, his neck's like pretty big, so you can't really move it that much. You can move down about that much, up that much, side to side, and around 360. I wish he had better, I wish the articulation that he's missing that I think they should have added is his neck should have been more articulated and his legs. Otherwise, this figure is perfectly fine. Detailing wise, very, very good, except for the way you could look is on here. They're missing a little white trim on the red crescent, you could say. They are, what are they missing? Missing a little, they could have done a little bit more detail on the belt, and they try to mold in, I guess his, dragon coin, but it looks more like they tried to make that Godzilla looking like thing, that not Rex R, the thing from Rugrats. It looked kind of like Rugrats to me. But that, so yeah. And he's missing his little attachment right here. That's all he's missing. I wish I could have had more. Then there's a hole in the back right where his ass is. That's a little weird. But there's a hole there, and there's a peg right on here, and you just shove it into his butt. Don't know how wrong. You can tell how wrong that is. And he can't touch the ground. He just levitates. So you can have him like that. There's one hand that's kind of like doing a little weird twitch, you could say. And the other hand with just a slight twitch. And in this hand, there is a hole. You can see that. And there's a peg on the dagger, dragon dagger, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. So you can put it in his hand. Put it in however you want. It's upside down. So, there. And you can have him like, I'll shank you, motherfucker. Ah. Or one of the cooler positions that this is where it's good with his hand articulation. How is it? They put it like that. You could actually reenact the calling of the Dragon Sword, but it doesn't really go too well to his lips. As you see, it's a little far out, but it looks like it. So you could be like, dun, 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 dun. While having some cool pose right here. Just be like, yo, dun, 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 dun. The pose I usually have him in is I used to have him in that pose, but I don't have him anymore. I just have his head slightly to that side, his arm bent like so, the other arm bent like so, this leg extended, bent just slightly, and the toe bent up, and then this up and rotate as much as possible, and the toe bent down, and then you just slightly tilt him, that, bring that down a little bit more, and then you got a good uh, kicking stance. So yeah, all in all, I'll give this figure a 4 out of 5. I recommend it. I highly recommend it, especially if you see it in the store. So yeah, because this guy is very, very rare to find. I was lucky that I found him. He retails only at Toys R Us, I believe. It says it's around 13, 14 bucks, maybe even 15. But with tax, I spent 18 bucks on this figure, so it's almost 20 bucks for this. Not worth the price, but otherwise it's a good figure all in all. So yeah, stay tuned for other toy reviews. This has been Pounder115. That is Pounder115 signing out.